Good morning, class. Today I will be discussing my passion to become a writer. From what I've learned and also was told, that becoming a writer is not easy. You have to know what you want to write about. You got to keep your topic the same. You can't shift from one topic to another. And you got to make it interesting for the reader. So, from what I was also told, that there are all sorts of different genres, from mystery to scientific fiction to fantasy to pretty much anything in the world. For me, I want to become a writer where people can relate to, rather than just sit there and read and just say, okay, what's the deal? I also want to relay a message in my books. From what I've gathered, I like to write things that just come from the top of my head. Sometimes I have a topic, sometimes I don't. But for the most part, I just go for what goes at the top of my head. I just don't find a topic that I actually want to talk about or read about. I just let my mind decide what I should write. And I just write it on the paper. And I keep writing and writing and writing until I stop. Sometimes I'm going to have some shortcomings, but that's okay. I have more than one way to write my stories. Plus, I like to express myself when I write. It can be a story about many different characters, or it can be just about one single person. It does not matter to me. I love to write. And I think people should read books more, because the author puts in time and effort to write those books, and no one writes them. And I mean, no one reads them. I don't want that to happen with me. For me, I actually want people to actually read my books and find them to be very interesting. I want them to read and ask me to write more and more and more and more. I believe writing for the public will be a fantastic experience. And also, I think it will be very important, because I can always go back and change things before I make it official. So I want to make sure everybody gets a fair chance at reading my books when I finish writing them. From what I also have gathered, it's very important to never ever bear ill will to nobody when writing books. It can be positive or it can be negative with a positive twist. It has to be appropriate. And plus, I love stories that have a plot twist to them. It could be a big plot twist or a small plot twist, cliffhangers and all. I believe that writing is such a fantastic experience. So I don't intend to become a freelance writer. I just intend to become a regular writer that people can come to write their stories. And plus, I can always have them share their stories with families, at weddings, parties, whatever it may be. So I hope that everyone enjoys reading my writing. And I'm always open to criticism of any kind. Thank you.